Hello again, everybody. It's me, Marcus, and I review stuff. Today I'm reviewing the song Hard Times by Tyler Childers. Really excited to get to this one. I've been really enjoying a lot of Tyler Childers' music since I first heard him with, I think it was Nose on the Grindstone. Man, he just has this really down-to-earth way of writing. Very great voice, and just, makes some badass music. So, comes as a request. As always, if you'd like to request them, please just leave a comment down below. I've been mentioning in every video, I'm going back to the beginning and just knocking out all my older requests. So this one, it took a while to get to this one, but here I am. With that being said, if you do make a request, it's going to be a while before I get to it. You know, I do pride myself in looking at every single comment on my channel and taking every single request. So they pile up pretty quickly. So I apologize if it takes a while to get to yours, but we'll get there. All right, so Hard Times, Tyler Childers. Really excited. Let's listen.
Play one off of Bottles and Bibles. This is the first track on it.
That was a live performance, by the way.
It's called Hard Times. I bought a house at the mouth of the holler, a ring at the pawn shop, and a crib for the kid. I heard some word there was work up in Hyndman. I'm going tomorrow and hope that there is. But my sweat and my wages, they don't seem to weigh out. I'm getting more aches than I'm gaining in gold. Whoever said you could raise you a family just working your tail off knee deep in coal? Now the sign at the church says I'll reap what I'm sowing, but I ain't lost sleep, 'cause it'll come in due time. And if the Lord wants to take me, I'm here for the taking, 'cause hell's probably better than trying to get by. You can see me on the front page, it'll be out tomorrow. A boy in his 20s shot down in his prime for trying to hold up the Texaco station. They'll say I was desperate, they're probably right. I bought a house at the mouth of the holler, a ring at the pawn shop, and a crib for the kid. And I heard some word there was work up in Hyndman. I'm going tomorrow and hope that there is.
Indeed. Very good performance there. Yeah, I don't need to watch all these outros. All right, cool. Yeah, that was good. I liked that from a lyrical perspective. I liked his voice in it. I liked the guitar playing. Really, just a very solid song. Kind of what I mentioned at the beginning before I listened to the song. I said that he just has this great way of writing really down to earth music. I think I said that about him. I listen to so much music, I lose track. But you know, he just has this way of connecting with his audience, and I feel like I'm getting that authentic, like small town Southern vibe from him. It feels so real, you know. But man, he just has a way of writing lyrically that really speaks to me. So he mentioned its song's called Hard Times. It comes from his album Bottles and Bibles, I guess. And so I bought a house at the mouth of the holler, a ring at the pawn shop, and a crib for the kid. To me, I'm guessing he's saying like he doesn't have much money, right? I'm assuming the ring is like a wedding ring. So like he bought his wife's wedding ring. Oh, hey, this was released on my birthday. Anyway, a ring at the pawn shop and a crib for the kid, right? So he doesn't have much money, goes to the pawn shop, buys his wife a ring and a crib for his kid. I don't know what a holler is. I'm thinking like a river. I bought a house at the mouth of the holler. I'm guessing it didn't cost too much, because again, the song is about hard times financially, especially. I heard some word there was work up in Hindman, but I'm going tomorrow and I hope that there is. Apparently Hindman is a home rule class city in Knott County, Kentucky in the U.S. Population is 777 in the 2010 census. The median income for a household in the city was $14,511. Wow. And the median income for a family was $21,806. Is that per year? That's got to be per year. Holy shit, man, that's not a lot of money. Okay, but yeah, like that line really gives me that that like small town vibe again. Like I hear there's work here. Like, you know, I live in a big enough town where you can go apply just about anywhere. There's jobs everywhere. Whereas, you know, in that small town, it's like the amount of work to do is very small. So like when you hear that there's work somewhere, you go there in hopes of getting a job, right? It's like, yeah, it's very interesting. Very small town line there. My sweat, I felt this part because, you know, I'm a teacher now, which I'll admit it's not the most physically demanding job, obviously. Other than like the stress involved, you know, I would say it's easy. Actually, no, I can't say that. That's fucked up. Teaching is not easy by any means. What I'm trying to say is it doesn't break your back like other jobs do. For someone like me, where it's just me and my wife, my teacher pay is plenty. You know, for people with families, it's not shit. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that teachers are paid nearly enough. But for someone like me, you know, wife, no kids, you know, cars paid off, it's all right. It's decent. But I feel that line because before I was a teacher, I had jobs that weren't like that. You know, I worked in a grocery store. My first job ever when I was in high school was working at a Subway, which I hated. I don't eat at Subway anymore because of that. I was a basketball referee, which I also hated. But the biggest one was working at a grocery store that was just, you know, it is kind of soul-sucking because of this line right here. My sweat and my wages don't seem to weigh out. Because at the end of the day, you're working so hard for what, $7 an hour, $8 an hour. At my highest at the grocery store, I was earning $10 an hour, and this was only a few years ago. You know, when $10 an hour still didn't get you very much. I could afford to put like $5 of gas in my car every now and then, on top of, you know, trying to pay my way through grad school and stuff like that. It was tough. It was very tough. So I feel that my sweat and my wages, they don't seem to weigh out. I'm getting more aches than I'm getting in gold. And here's the thing: working at a grocery store is not as hard as like working in a coal mine or in the oil fields, which is very popular here in Texas. So like, I say I feel that. I can imagine more people also feel that. Like, people feel that even more than I did. It's just like, yeah, my body aches, I'm tired, I'm hurt, I'm broken down, and I have $7.50 an hour to show for it. Not enough. I'm getting more aches than I'm gaining in gold. Whoever said you could raise you a family just to working your ass off knee deep in coal. Whoever said you could raise you a family just working your ass off knee deep in coal. I feel like, and some of you may hate me for this. This could definitely be expanded to a critique of American capitalism, because truly, our minimum wage has not changed in a very long time. $7.50 isn't enough to sustain yourself, much less raise a family. I'm sure he's probably getting paid more than that here, but even then, it's probably not a living wage. And he's right. This whole American dreams, pull yourself up by your bootstraps, is bullshit if you don't get the pay that you need to be able to afford to live. And it's there's a lot more to be said here, and the way your body breaks down for the tiny amount of work, tiny amount of pay that you get is just not worth it, man. I'm telling you. But at the end of the day, for some people, that's all the work that there is, and it sucks. It definitely sucks. And I feel for him here, because even being single at the time, again, earning $10 an hour, trying to pay my car insurance, and pay my way through college, it was hard. It was very hard. Well, the sign at the church says, "I'll reap what I'm sowing," but I ain't lost sleep, because it'll come in due time. If the Lord wants to take me, I'm here for the taking, because hell's probably better than trying to get by. I feel that too. Again, making $10 an hour, struggling, being unhappy because you have a job that you hate, but you need it because it pays you money. It sucks. It sucks a lot. And sometimes you think, man, death would be better than this. So he says, well, the sign on the church says I'll reap what I'm sowing. So I'll get what I'm giving eventually, hopefully. But I ain't lost sleep, because it'll come in due time. So he has some hope. If the Lord wants to take me, I'm here for the taking, because hell's probably better than trying to get by. So he's already living his hell. Hell would be preferable to this. You can see me on the front page. It'll be out tomorrow. A boy in his 20s shot down in his prime for trying to hold up the Texaco station. They'll say I was desperate. They're probably right. I bought a house at the mouth of the holler, a ring at the pawn shop, and a crib for the kid. I heard somewhere there was work up in Hinman. I'm going tomorrow and hope that there is. Yeah, this one hit hard. It was a good song. Very well written. Very, like I said, down to earth, and just very relatable, especially for those living in that small town situation. You know what I mean? And also relatable to people like me who have worked, manual labor or a service job or what have you. It's like I feel that. I feel putting in your sweat and your time and giving a company like your best years for nothing. For pennies on the dollar. It's sad. It's real sad. Very relatable, very well written. 2 thumbs up. As far as the performance goes, the guitar actually sounded really great. I think a lot of times when it's just guy and guitar, sometimes the guitar can get lost in the lyricism and in the vocal performance. It can be just sort of a generic backdrop, whereas I feel like it does that in this song a little bit. The guitar actually did stand out to me in many parts, and it just made a very enjoyable sound. I would listen to the guitar on its own without the singing. It was that enjoyable. With that said, this dude sings with a lot of passion. His voice sounds fantastic. He has that sort of authentic, struggling voice, you know what I mean? He sort of has this little southern whine to it, where it's I say whine like you're whining about something, you're complaining about something in that sense, but it's sort of that whiny voice that he does a really good job of making it sound, where it's like, man, this is a guy who is down on his luck, who's desperate, and I can tell by the performance in his voice. So that was really good there, and just overall good singer. You see, even just look at the still that I put it back on, you really just see the strain in his face as he's singing and the emotion coming through. The performance is fantastic vocally, and then all the guitar. Fantastic. 2 thumbs up. As far as replay value goes, I like a lot of Tyler Childers songs. Got to be in the right mood for them, because a lot of them are a little bit on the downside. But they're very enjoyable, very relatable, down to earth, like I said. So I'll still give it 2 thumbs up. I think it's great. It's going to go on a playlist. It's going to get its plays here and there. But that's it for me. Really enjoyed this one, as you can tell. 2 thumbs up across the board. Thank you so much for whoever requested this one. Be happy to see more Tyler Childers in the future. I think I have a couple more requests from him sitting in the old book here, but we'll get to them again. Leave me some more requests if there's something that you don't think I've heard yet, or that you don't think people have mentioned yet. If you enjoyed the music, go support the artist. Go listen to the music wherever you can. One place you can definitely find some Tyler Childers is in my Spotify playlist. It's got every single song I've heard so far on my channel. It's a pretty cool thing. If you want to support me, just a little normal stuff you do on YouTube, like and subscribe and comment. That's it for me, guys. Hope you're staying safe and healthy. Hope to see you in the next video. Bye.